Hi, Moody Gamers. It is the RetroYuuki once again. I know it's been a while since I ever did a video on the Mudae game, but this is our annual review and prediction show for 2022 and predicting for 2023. It's been a while since I've done one of these. How long has it been? It's been 3 months, and the last video I did for the Mudae Bot is actually this one, and it's going to be the one with the Kakera boost and Wisp boost video, which is not too bad right now. So it's been a while. It's been 3 months since I last did a little update for you guys on the game, or I should say what I saw in the additions panel. So it's been a while. So now I want to go over what happened in 2022 and give you my predictions for 2023 if you're still playing the Mudae game. So let's go over ahead and go to my particular Discord server for this game. And you're gonna notice that I wanna show you guys the the updates so far and what we have been going through in terms of Mudae. So here is the Mudae world, the actual Mudae world server. And the latest addition is they added more suggestion picks and all this good stuff, but not really anything in terms of like other additions other than that. There is a Christmas event going on, but I did not talk about it until that much because it doesn't add more to the thing. I think it's just more of event purposes thing. But let's talk about um what happened in 2022 from the very beginning of the year because it gives you an idea of what the Mudae Bot did for the year. So we're gonna get started with right here. So the first, besides the new characters, of course, they now have new ways for you guys to search for characters, include IMA, notice on IMA, and pin IDs, Mudae pins. For those of you who play the Kakera loots, that was what's updated. Then they had to do a maintenance because of the Discord updates where they added like forms and all the good stuff and the new API. So there was maintenance. Then you can use hiding soulmates or duplicate soulmates if you use $ SLD minus. So you can hide the soulmates. If you guys want a tutorial on that, I actually did one, and it's the one where you have to get the same character 10 times. And that's what you call the soulmate. Then we have the Discord API version 9, which is why a few of the bots, including Mudae Bot, including like Mudae Bot and Waifu Bot, got a little bit not in trouble, but needed an update. So more characters were added in March and April, and then April introduced the toggle buttons, which is the buttons now used for the reactions. If you use customized like additions, if you added like the images for your server, then you can use those as reaction icons as part of the game. And all you had to do was use these commands right here. Then in April, at the end of the month, there the server there was a crash, and it's based on what's going on with Discord API 9. Then more characters were added, of course, in July 22nd. Message IDs that is based on the new Discord I Discord API. And then more characters were added in July. And then July 27 introduced a new thing called tutorials, but we're talking about actual in-bot tutorials, which I did a few samples for you guys in a video a few months ago. If you want to check that out, make sure you guys do. But basically, this is going to walk you through in text form of how to play the Mudae game. All you have to use is $TUTO tutorial. The short way of saying tutorial. So TUTO. And it's going to show you guys how to play the game in the text format. Well, here I show you guys how to play in a video format. Okay. I still would go for both ways. I'm still going to provide tutorials, but I would still try the tutorial on the bot. Then in July, at the end of the month, we had some reboots and high traffic hours. August 30th was the Pokeworlds new thing. So originally you can do up to 10. Now they give you 25 shots at Pokemon for the Pokemon roulette wheel, and Kakera spawn doubled for the game mode number 2. Then the slash commands were introduced here, where you have to use slash, the forward slash. And because of the new Discord API, September 1st, Discord makes mandatory slash commands for bots without the message content intent. Alternative, you can mention the bot so it could see your message. So this actually impacts the Mudae GM bot, which is responsible for the waifu arena, which I'll talk about in my what needs to change section. Then there's a lot of slash commands now. You have to use slash commands in order to get more of the stuff here. For Mudae GM, you also need to do the mentioning. So when you want to play the waifu arena, you actually have to use the at sign and then Mudae GM and then the command. So you have to use the command first and then mention the bot. Otherwise, it's not going to go. It's not like last year where you guys can just do the waifu arena. Now you have to actually mention GM, Mudae GM, and it has to be in your server. Next thing in September, this is where I think the really only big addition came into play, and that is the Kakera boosting and wishlist boosting. So that video I just showed you a few moments ago. So Kakera boost Kakera is $BK and increases their spawn probability under already claimed characters, boost wish for wishlist, and other stuff. I will tell you now. I want to go over another thing about the Mudae game that I think everybody needs to understand, because I've noticed some questions about, like, there's gonna be an increased chance to get a character, but I'm gonna tell you now that increased chance of getting a character is very small. I want to go over like theory of Mudae Bot, like the numbers behind the thing, and to understand the chances of people getting certain characters. So I want to make sure you guys understand that, because a lot of questions have been, oh, does it increase the chances? And I say yes, but the thing is, it's a very small increase, because 1% increase is not going to be 1 whole percent. It's 1% of the number of characters in the Mudae game. So I want to go over that type of logic in a separated video so that you guys can understand the idea. Then they have the badge value and all that cool stuff. Then they added more chances here for boost whiz. And then the Vorticine, rename Harem and all that good stuff. Then more characters were added. in November, and then we are now here in December. The only thing that's new is the event for Christmas. That's a review of 2022. Now I want to go over some predictions for 2023. And I have a list of prediction in my notebook here, but I'm gonna go over through the server as well as my server. So here's what my predictions are for 2023. I really think there's gonna be something new with Kakera. I have a feeling. Because the last thing that they introduced with Kakera was the Kakera Boosting. And that was 3 months ago. So we have a new Kakera feature. I think there's gonna be another one. I really think there's gonna be another one. I'm not sure what it is gonna be yet. However, I really think there's gonna be another one now that they introduced Kakera boosting. That doesn't mean that it's going to be a good one, but at least it's something. I really think it's gonna be a good one, but we have to see. Next thing they need to try to do is a new monetization feature. Now, I know what you're going to say. It's going to cost money, and that's correct. However, the way that I see it right now, they need to find a way to make the Kakera. I really think the Kakera system can be a benefit with, like, let's say, monetization. Let's say, for example, I'm actually, interestingly enough, I'm actually working on a Patreon for my content soon for 2023. So if you guys want like early access to stuff, then I'm gonna do that. So something like I do, I just said, early access to stuff is going to require you to do a payment, right? But what if I told you, or what if I suggested for the Mudae Bot, if you are a member of, let's say, if you are subscribed to the Mudae Bot, you get a 500 Kakera bonus. So something like I'm doing for my Patreon for 2023, which I'm going to get into later on in this video, um, you can also get like a 500 Kakera bonus. Now, I'm not going to give you the bonus. What I'm trying to say is, if the Mudae Bot itself, or the ones behind the Mudae Bot, will consider, like, let's say, a bonus of 500 Kakera for being a Patreon supporter or backer, then I really think the Kakera system would work more. And not only that, they can support the bot more. Now, another thing they can do is, in, let's say, one of their server or one of their channels here on the main one, they can have a channel group, which I'm thinking of doing for mine, where you can monetize and you can get bonus Kakera with your subscription to the Mudae Bot. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of in terms of that. In terms of like what I think they can do with the Kakera system, other than giving you guys boosting and all that. It looks good and all, but free Kakera for supporting the channel or supporting the bot. Hey, why not, right? Free Kakera. You just have to support the channel $5 a month or something. I mean, that is just a suggestion though. I don't think they're gonna do it, but you never know. The next thing I would say is, besides, for sure, a lot of new characters will be coming in, but new anime coming out, for sure, they're going to add more characters. So let's not beat around the bush here. They're going to add more characters, and especially with Sonic Prime, they're going to add those characters too. So cartoons, anime, all that cool stuff. They're going to add characters, so let's not beat around the bush here. Okay, now let's go over what I think needs to change for 2023. I really think they need to be more updatable. like let's just say for example, so today is December 26th, right? At the time of this recording. So the first update for December was December 5th for the for this stuff right here. Okay? But the next update is December 24th. So they went about 3 weeks without an update. Now sometimes I'll be happy with that because of course it's the holidays. However, I really think they need to be more updatable. I would say every 2 weeks. Okay? Every 2 weeks. At least something. Now, I know it's not gonna happen that fast, but you never know. Okay? I think every 2 weeks. Now, if they have a big feature, then those can wait until it's ready for announcement. Now, another thing that needs to change is they need to have some type of marketplace. And I'm not talking about trading here. I'm talking about an actual marketplace for your Kakera. So, if you know me well, in terms of this channel, RetroYuuki, you know that I also do gaming, right? So I have a gaming section, and which we will have a gaming channel for our characters here in the 2023. But what I'm trying to say here is, if you watch me play FIFA, there is a marketplace where you can use your coins to buy a player, for example, or get a character. I mean, excuse me, get a player. I should say, if you're talking about FIFA, get a player, and when you use that player, you get to keep him as long as you have him the FIFA 23. So what I'm thinking about for this, the Mudae Bot is, let's say there's a marketplace for your Kakera, or the Kakera marketplace is what I'm gonna title this, and then they can say like, oh, here's a list of characters available for this week, and then you're gonna be able to buy a character for your server, and then you have it on loan or until the next Dano Snap thingy event for your server. That's how long you can keep that character for. And if you're like on my server where we give you a character back, then you can ask for that character back. So that's what I'm thinking of for, let's say, a marketplace for Kakera and all that good stuff. Okay? So that's one idea. The other idea is like an auction game where you can go to auction with Kakera to try to outbid your opponents for that character. It's going to create some fun stuff for the Kakera system. I really think they should do like an auction house kind of thing, because that's what they do also in FIFA 23 to be FIFA in general, because they have an auction house for the items, including a player. And that's one of the things they can do. They can do an auction house for Kakera. That's one of the ideas I have for that. Next thing, they should have more support for Patreon. Yes, they have some stuff where you can make a server, like myself, a server, and then you can copy your characters there. But I don't think that's enough. I really don't think that's enough. I really think back. I Afro mentioned the idea of a 500 Kakera bonus if you are a supporter of the Patreon Mudae. I'm still gonna stand by that, because $5 is like 500 Kakera or 5,000 Kakera or something in that matter. That's what I'm thinking about a Patreon for the Mudae Bot, if they're going to try to make it happen. So that's going to be for Patreon. More support for the waifu arena. So back a few months ago, I actually did a video where I said, you know what, let's give some ideas. And one of the ideas I suggested was, let's do a battle royale waifu arena game in Mudae Bot. You have a lot of members in the Mudae Bot. because the Mudae Bot itself has a lot of members. Here on my server, I have a few hundred. Okay, so we have our members here. What if there's a waifu arena battle royale and the winner gets, let's say, 1,000 Kakera for winning that battle royale? Then it's gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe one of the mods can organize a tournament for the waifu arena, and they can say, "Oh, you know what? I'll give you 5,000 Kakera for winning," or something in that manner. At least for the Kakera waifu arena. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about waifu arena in terms of like, oh, let's support the waifu arena, or you can make it up your own, like we did for the store. Okay, so that's one idea we can see. I want to see happen in the Mudae Bot. And then some other notes I want to talk about. So realistically, the Mudae Bot is still alive, no doubt. However, I want to stress something out. It's it is kind of starting to get a little bit more on the weird side. And the reason why I say that is because it's been a while since I uploaded a video, right? 3 months. Now it's not that I don't want to upload more videos, it's because what am I gonna do them on? So here's what I'm gonna do. I have something cool for you all. I do want to give you guys a little heads up before I show this. This is only an experiment for now, and I want you to really think about this, guys, because I want to make sure you guys are on the same page as I am when I do this idea, because this has something to do with like supporting the channel, and I don't want you to just, oh, I'm gonna support the channel just because. No, 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 no. I want you guys to support the channel because you believe in this idea. In particular for the Mudae Bot, in particular for this content, in particular for the content I'm about to provide in 2023. So let's go over what my idea is. And my idea is based on Patreon. Now, I'm not talking about the Mudae Bot Patreon, folks. I'm talking about my own. Because I want to explain some ideas I have in 2023. I want to make sure you guys are on the same page. Okay. Let's go over what Patreon is before I demonstrate ideas. Okay, so Patreon, if you are not aware, you're not aware of what Patreon is, my friends, because this is going to get important very soon. Patreon, let me show you, is going to be where, like this, it's showing like this. So Patreon allows creators to give content for free, or they can charge member a monthly fee based on their own idea, about, like, let's say a few dollars a month to give early access or early look at said video. For example, um Salako is a game that I showed you guys on this channel before, and I'm actually a Patreon backer of them right now. And one of their support benefits is actually allowing you to play the game, the next demo or next build, early for $10 a month. So what does this have to do with the Mudae Bot and my channel? I am thinking of going back to Patreon, but not just for any content, no. More particularly for content other that is early access. So what is this? So let's say, for example, for Sulaco, the game we're talking about, So their membership is based on the game. So for example, my membership right now is called the A Security Lieutenant for $10 a month, and the idea is for the for the um for the game, as the demo is now released publicly. The next goal is to give our supporters an exclusive demo level at some point in 2023 that is only eligible for Patreons who back this tier or higher at least before or after June, June 2022. So I get to get their next level as part of their Patreon. So for Mudae Bot in my channel, I might give you guys early access to the next tutorial or to the next video. I do want to keep you guys informed, however, that it's not just Mudae Bot. It's for my entire channel. So what do I mean by that? For my entire channel, that includes anything I do, including roleplay adventures. If you guys are not aware, I do VR chat. I do VR chat now as part of the content. So creating VR chat tutorials, guides, and more. So originally, I was supposed to do like early access speedrunning, but I decided not to jump on that because I'm still kind of trying to get into it. Now I wanna clarify one thing. This is so experimental that the membership cost is only $1 a month. That's it. Okay? Now keep in mind, if I do go all in on this, I will let you guys know more. So for the cool Yuki here, you're an awesome basic package. You'll be supporting the channel. Your name will be the upcoming roleplay series. So your name as part of the Patreon will be part of the channel. Let's just say, for example. Now, now specifically, this was supposed to be just for our roleplay VR chat, but I'm going to extend this to anything that I do. So I'm going to remodel the Patreon to make it accessible in 2023. So this includes Mudae Bot, this includes all tutorials, this includes the roleplay stuff that we're about to do in 2023, and all that cool stuff. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Now, I'm only going to have one tier at this point, and that's only $1 a month because I don't want to go too much yet. Okay, so you still get your early access and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm still thinking of what to offer other than the stuff I'm about to offer. Okay, now would be there something be based on my server for Mudae Bot? Maybe, but I don't want to get too crazy. My main content right now is tutorials, VR chat, and Mario Maker. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys are aware. So if you guys like this idea, let me know. If not, I'll think of something else. Okay, as far as the main video today, that is it. That is all for the predictions and previews for Mudae Bot. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. And let me know if you guys like this idea of me doing Patreon for not just the Mudae Bot, but for all the content. I'm not going to charge too much. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully more Mudae in 2023. Have a good night, have a good day, and we'll see you guys next time.